Ladies and gentlemen, lagu Bangsa Johor followed by the Negaraku will be played. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you very much. Before we begin, I would like to invite Ustaz Muhammad Lutfi Solehan to recite the doa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil mursalin sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi washabbihi ajmain. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammadin al-Fatihi lima ulika wal khatim lima sabaqa wan nasir al-haqi bil haqq wal hadi ila siratal mustaqim wa ala alihi washabbihi haqqa qadrihi wa miqdaril azim. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, sungguhnya kami berhimpun pada pagi ini bagi menyatakan kesyukuran di atas kurniaan-Mu yang tidak ternilai. Jadikanlah kami hamba-hamba-Mu yang sentiasa bersyukur di atas segala nikmat dan yang dianugerahkan kepada kami. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, sungguhnya Engkau Maha mengetahui bahawa keberadaan kami di sini ingin menimba ilmu-Mu dan mencapai keredaan-Mu. Justru berkati rahmatilah Malaysian Technical University Conference on Engineering and Technology 2023 in conjunction with Elsevier MTUN Symposium yang akan disempurnakan oleh Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Azlinda binti Azman, Ketua Pengarah Pendidikan Tinggi Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi Malaysia. Kurniakanlah kepada kami ilmu-Mu, sinarlah hati kami dengan cahaya taufik dan hidayah-Mu. Semoga dengannya kami mudah menerima ilmu dan menghayati serta mengamalkannya. Ya Allah, ya Dzal Jalal wal Ikram, ya Allah, kurniakanlah kepada kami kekayaan ilmu pengetahuan dan hiasilah diri kami dengan sifat mahmudah dan hindarkan diri kami dari sifat mazmumah. Muliakanlah kami dengan pandangan rahmat-Mu dan anugerahkan kami dengan keredaan-Mu, serta kurniakanlah kepada kami segala kebaikan di dunia dan kebaikan di akhirat. Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad, Ya Aziz, Ya Jabbar, bukakanlah kepada kami pintu hikmah-Mu, limpahkan ke atas kami khazanah rahmat-Mu, jadikanlah kami dalam kalangan hamba-hamba-Mu yang beriman dan bertakwa. Jadikanlah kami, Ya Allah, daripada melanggeri perintah-Mu. Ya Allah, yang muzil rahmah, Ya fatal barakah, kurniakanlah juga kepada kami kesihatan anggota, kesejahteraan minda, ketenangan jiwa, kekuatan semangat. Semoga dengannya kami mampu menepani cabaran, berdaya saing dan mampu menangkat martabat ilmu dan agama yang sumur lagi murni ini. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Rabbana iftah bainana wa baina qaumina bil haqq wa anta khairul fatihin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu sallam ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wasallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you very much, Ustaz. To the Honorable Professor Dr. Azlinda binti Azman, Director General of Higher Education, Yang berbahagia Prof. Datuk Dr. Ruzairi binti Azman, Director General of Higher Education, Yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Ibrahim bin Ahmad, Chairman the Board of Directors, University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, Yang berbahagia Prof. IRTS Dr. Ruzairi bin Abdul Rahim, UTHM Vice Chancellor, Mr. Omar Malik, Regional Director of Elsevier, yang berbahagia all the Vice Chancellors, Professor Datuk TS Dr. Zaliman Sauli, University Malaysia Perlis, Professor Datuk TS Dr. Masila Kamaruddin, University Technical Malaysia Melaka, Professor Datuk TS Dr. Yusri Zainuddin, University Malaysia Pahang Al Sultan Abdullah, yang berbahagia Profesor T.S. Dr. Rabiah binti Ahmad, UTHM Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation, cum Advisor of MUCET 2023. Our distinguished speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. On behalf of the organizing committee, we'd like to welcome you to the MTUN Symposium and official ceremony of the 13th Malaysian Technical Universities Conference on Engineering and Technology, MUCET or MUCET, in conjunction with Elsevier MTUN Symposium 2023. We really hope that you will gain a meaningful knowledge from the conference and symposium. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin this meaningful event, I'd like to invite Yang Berbahagia, Professor Insinyur Technologist Dr. Ruzairi Abdul Rahim, the Vice Chancellor of UTHM, to give his welcoming speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. So terima kasih penerusi majlis, to the Honorable Professor Dr. Azlinda binti Azman, Director General of Higher Education, yang berbahagia Profesor Datuk Dr. Nozaini binti Azman, Deputy Director General of Higher Education, yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Ibrahim bin Ahmad, Chairman the Board of Directors University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, Mr. Omar Malik, Regional Director of Azlinda, yang berbahagia rakan saya Vice Chancellor UNIMAP, Profesor Datuk Teknologi Dr. Zaliman Sauli, yang berbahagia Profesor Datuk Teknologi Dr. Masila Kamaruddin, oh panjang umur dia, baru sebut, Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka, Profesor Teknologi Dr. Yusri Zainuddin, Universiti Malaysia Pahang Al Sultan Abdullah, yang berbahagia Profesor Teknologi Dr. Rabiah binti Ahmad, UTHM Deputy Vice Chancellor Research Innovation and Advisor of MUCET 2023, to the diligent keynote speakers, panelists, UTHM members of the board, MTUN Deputy Vice Chancellor Research and Innovation, MTUN Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and International Affairs, and to all respected attendees. So bersyukur kita terhadap Allah SWT kerana pada hari ini kita dapat bersama-sama berada di majlis ini, majlis di mana 4 MTUN bergabung bersama Elsevier, bersama. So saya difahamkan Conference Engineering and Technology MUCET ni 2 tahun sekali. So sekali ini adalah giliran UTHM. Saya juga ingin mengambil kesempatan ucap terima kasih pada Elsevier kerana banyak membantu kami MTUN dalam publication. Saya diberi 10 minit tapi saya tak tahu guna tag saya ni. Saya dah cakap dengan Dr. Nafa. Cuma saya nak share experience saya selama 10 tahun saya as a pengarah Research Management Center Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. So saya as a researcher, so you boleh buka Scropper sekarang boleh lihat, tapi affiliation saya masih UTM, so DNA UTM. Sebab nanti kalau dia buka dia nampak UTHM, tak ada pula, kosong. Okay, saya memang dibangunkan ataupun dilatih as a researcher sejak mula. Mentor-mentee berlaku pada saya oleh arwah Profesor Dr. Samsudin. Saya tak tahu Dr. Ubay ada kat sini. Okay, anaknya Dr. Ubay lah. Okay. Sepanjang saya menjadi researcher, saya telah hasilkan 328 index paper, H-index saya 28, citation saya cuma 3,000 sahaja. Ini tadi saya lihatlah. After saya terima watikah daripada Datuk Ruzairi, pesan Datuk Ruzairi pada saya, Prof, stop research. Dia suruh saya mentadbir sahaja UTHM. So apa saya buat, saya hanya membantu rakan-rakan saya untuk menjalani research. Cuma saya nak ambil berapa perkara sebab I know all of you are researchers. One of the important things be in your mind, duit grant tersebut bukan duit kamu. Duit grant tu adalah duit rakyat. Itu yang saya selalu ingatkan pada UTM. Saya be as a director RMC for 10 years. Saya lah yang buat bajet RU 100 juta masa Datuk Zaini Ujang VC UTM. So kita pedang pada situ. Duit grant tersebut is not yours. Duit grant tu ialah duit rakyat yang diberi kepada kamu berdasarkan proposal yang telah diberikan. Jadi poin saya kat sini ialah duit research tersebut perlu dipergunakan dengan sebaik mungkin. You have the KPI yang dijanjikan, you have to capai that KPI. Okay? That's why when you apply the grant, jangan tamak. Just apply what you want, apa yang kita perlukan. So mungkin KPT, JPT ada sedikit boleh lihat, FRGS saya yang saya dapat cuma 55,000, 65,000. Sebab itu saja saya perlukan. Grant yang paling besar saya dapat pun 100K. Yang saya buat drone tersebut lah. But the point is not your money. That is very important. Saya di RMC, saya terpaksa kata benda-benda ni. Okay? Ini duit saya, Prof. Saya yang cari. Kenapa Prof tak kasih saya beli ni? Saya kata tak ada dalam proposal. Tak adalah proposal, tak apalah, dia kata ni duit saya tu, saya cari ni 200,000 dia kata. So that mentality kena ubah. As a RMC, you need to, saya tahu penarah RMC juga ada di sini. So saya harap pada RMC, you need to increase your monitoring. Okay, BKPI juga ada di sini, saya dapat Prof Syairun juga ada di sini. So monitoring KPI is very important. Okay, so pastikan semua KPI itu tercapai. Okay, saya cakap di sini sebab saya dah lama saya tak cakap as a researcher. So saya rasa ini peluang saya untuk sampaikan apa yang saya rasa perlu as a researcher lah. Dan as a RMC, you need to facilitate, memudahkan cara. Yes, betul ada syarat yang pemberi grant tak beri. Tapi kalau kita rasa kita boleh defend it dalam audit, kita boleh bantu researcher. Saya ambil contoh. Okay. As a director of RMC, UTM, mesti datang audit UTM. So saya datang lah, tak apa, saya kata my staff. Ada UTM kat sini Ada. Ya, tapi MTUN, tapi UTM pun boleh hantar paper ni. So mesti kata dia nak audit grant e-sign masa tu. Saya okey lah, saya tak ada masalah. Cuma saya terperanjat bila mesti datang audit, dia datang 10 orang. Setiap satu V-series tu ada dia punya expert. Bila datang 10 orang, saya kata, ni mesti dia dapat lah. Mesti dia dapat. Dia dapat sesuatu yang kadang-kadang kita bantu. So memang dia dapat. Apa yang dia dapat adalah yang memang saya selalu praktikkan, tapi saya rasa saya boleh defend. Tapi saya tak defend lagi masa tu. Di mana kalau you masih ingat, dulu saya ada 3 e-sign serentak, one of the klausa dia hanya boleh lantik seorang researcher sahaja dalam satu vote tersebut. Tetapi apa yang saya praktiskan di UTM untuk bantu researcher, saya benarkan untuk lantik 3 atau 4. That is found out by the mostly auditor. So saya punya staff defend. Tak boleh, sampai petang dia nak jumpa penarah juga. It's okay. So saya masuk. So my argument is, betul kami lantik lebih daripada seorang, tetapi V11, gaji V11 kan? V11 tidak burst, saya kata. So tidak merugikan kerajaan, saya kata. B11 kami tak burst vote tersebut. Dan projek tersebut siap lebih cepat sebab dibuat oleh parallel 3 researcher. So yang datang tu saya tak nak terima, dia nak ikut buku juga. Tapi saya still argue. Audit saya kata kalau berlaku orang kata apa kerugian kepada kerajaan. Tapi dalam kes tu tak rugi saya kata. Cepat lagi vote tu siap, dah tamat. B11 tak burst. Akhirnya dia terimalah, tapi dia bagi surat amanah, saya okey je. Okay? Tapi that is RMC, manager of RMC, penarah RMC need to be berani untuk buat sesuatu yang dia rasa boleh bantu researcher. Yes, banyak restriction. FRGS lain, dia punya apa syarat dia. Mesti lain, PRGS lain. Memang pening, tapi 10 tahun penarah, masa tu saya baca lah, saya dah tahu dah. Dia punya apa, antara yang perlu dibuat. Jadi kepada tim RMC, sama ada daripada UTHM atau daripada MTUN yang lain, bantulah researcher seberapa yang boleh. Okay. Kalau dia rasa dia boleh defend, kalau you boleh defend, tak apa. Okay. Pada saya, kalau tak salah. Okay. Tak boleh lah kalau buat tu, dia beli tayar kereta dia, tu tak boleh lah. Okay. Sebab tayar kereta ni saya pernah tangkap researcher beli tayar kereta. Saya pergi kedai tu, tunjuk receipt. So dia cakap, orang tu datang beli tayar tapi suruh letak bla 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 bla. So kena tangkap lah seorang tu. Okay, that is for RMC. Dan untuk semualah untuk RMC, dan juga researcher, mungkin juga JPT, monitoring perlu, dan you need to trust the process. Betul, bendahari ada macam-macam cekadak dia lah bila you nak buat. 20,000 nak kena apa, sebut ada ke, tender ke apa. But that is the process you need to trust. Ada sebabnya. Ada sebabnya. Sebab tu proses atau syarat-syarat tersebut dibuat. So as a researcher, you need to tune yourself to the syarat-syarat tersebut. That's why saya cakap, duit tu bukan duit anda. Duit tu ialah duit rakyat. Itu penting. Yang kedua ialah, you need to follow through. Apa saja tindakan yang dibuat dalam grant tersebut, perlu ada tindakan follow up atau follow through. You tak boleh beri just you ada researcher, you beri aja pada researcher, nanti you nak output. So you need to follow through. Saya tak ramai PhD student saya, 25 orang sahaja. Okay, so dah umur saya 56, 57 ni, saya ada 25 orang saja PhD students. So banding rata-rata saya mungkin ada 40, 50. Tapi saya monitor mereka. Okay. Tak tahulah ada ke student saya dalam ni. Sebab saya tahu ada 2 paper saya co-author. Saya pun tak tahu bila saya co-author paper tu dalam conference ni. But kalau you jadi student saya, senang je. First 3 months, you kena baca 1000 articles. You need to read 1000 article for 3 months and write a review paper at the end of the 3 months. So review paper sedang publish. Okay. So saya still berharap monitoring dibuat dengan cara yang betul dan cara you buat research need to be changed. Saya dah buat benda tu masa saya terima 600,000 daripada RU Money, UTM. Apabila saya balik as a TNCPI, UTM minta saya lead drone. Saya punya message kepada saya punya team is, you dapat, kalau you nak saya lead this program, in 1 year, projek ni siap. Yes, we have 3 years sebab ada PhD students itu, but you need to deliver the prototype, the drone in 1 year. Then after 1 year tu barulah you buat paper, you buat benda lain-lain. Sebab kalau you buat research for 3 years, sekarang you dapat 3 years nanti saya rasa benda tu dah mungkin dah obsolete pun. You need to deliver dulu. My drone deliver in 8 months, terbang oleh disaksikan oleh YBM Datuk Noraini lah masa tu di UTM. Okay, so we need to change. So you have Sena ya. Sena tak nak tunggu lama-lama, setahun baru dapat result. Betul kan? You nak just bagi duit sekarang, besok you nak result contohnya, or 3 months. Okay, so that's kind of research yang we need to do. Tak payah cakap, oh saya nak cari student lah, student saya belum masuk lah, oh student saya buat literature review lah. That is old type pada saya. Bila you dapat grant tersebut, you dah ada everything dah. You dah ada everything dah. So saya telah diminta untuk stop. Okay. So saya baca last saja. So sekali lagi, saya minta researcher ingat, follow through, trust the process, RMC, increase your monitoring. Okay, it's a duit rakyat. Rakyat lihat berapa banyak kerajaan bagi untuk research, berapa banyak yang mereka dapat balik. Okay, sekarang ni ada community part, so perlu sentuh community. Okay, so last but not least, I express immense gratitude to all the keynote speakers who contributed to the conference yesterday and the symposium today for their willingness to share their knowledge and expertise with the attending academics. Saya lupa cakap satu lagi, Elsevier. Research saya meningkat sebab Elsevier. Not because of Omar. Sebab saya I wrote my paper in the Elsevier journals. I have sensor actuator, physical A, sensor actuator, physical B, flow measurement, measurement. Bila saya wrote in the journal, there's a feedback. So from the feedback tu, saya buat another research. So they have a very good panel to evaluate the paper. Yes, you can attend the conference, saya tak halang, but you need to write in the journal. So Elsevier is one of the kumpulan jurnal yang boleh membantu kita mempentingkatkan kita punya research. Okay? Betul, kalau you baca komen tu, matilah, nak betulkan susah. Tapi kalau you duduk slowly, you boleh buat another research from the comment. So terima kasih banyak kepada semua komiti, terima kasih kepada Elsevier dan terima kasih kepada jemputan VIP daripada JPT, dan saya harap conference ni dapat membuat networking yang baik kepada kita antara researcher, antara MTUN, dan dapat tingkatkan kerjasama. Sekian wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Ruzairi for the welcoming speech. And a reminder, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like now to invite Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Azlinda Azman, the Director General of Higher Education, to give a keynote speech as well as to officiate the Malaysian Technical Universities Conference on Engineering and Technology in conjunction with Elsevier MTUN Symposium 2023.
Terima kasih Puan Pengacara Majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia, Profesor Technologies, Dr. Ruzairi Abdul Rahim, UTHM Vice Chancellor. Yang berbahagia, Datuk Sri Ibrahim Ahmad, Chairman, the Board of Directors, University Tun Hussein On Malaysia, UTHM. Yang berbahagia, Profesor Datuk Dr. Nurzaini Azman, Deputy Director General of Higher Education. Mr. Omar Malik, Regional Director of Elsevier. Yang berbahagia, Vice Chancellors, Profesor Datuk Technologies Dr. Zaliman Sauli from University Malaysia Perlis, UNIMAP. Professor Datuk Technologies Dr. Masila Kamaruddin from University Technical Malaysia Melaka. Yang berbahagia, Professor Datuk Technologies Dr. Yusri Zainuddin, University Malaysia Pahang Al Sultan Abdullah. Yang berusaha, Professor Technologies Dr. Rabia Ahmad, UTHM Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation. Also the advisor of MUCET 2023, to all the distinguished guests, keynote speakers, panelists, UTHM members of the board, MTUN's Deputy Vice Chancellors, Research and Innovation, MTUN's Deputy Vice Chancellors, Academic and International Affairs, and to all respectful participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, selamat pagi dan salam Malaysia Madani. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation for the invitation menjemput saya ke second Elsevier MTUN Symposium 2023 with the theme of excellence in research and teaching, which focuses pretty much on the positive impact on society. Now, allow me to speak in English, with respect to Mr. Omar, because Mr. Omar, I know that he's able to speak, to understand Malay language, but again, probably more of the messages should be also for him to take note, and of course we do have our international participants as well, I'm very happy to be here, really, and I'm here on behalf of the Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Khalid Nordin, who is the Ministry of Higher Education. He sends his regards. First, initially he wanted to be here, but then there's some work that needs to be done. Urgent work needs to be done. So he sends his regard, and probably next time he'll be able to participate in such conference. All right. Let me just allow me to share my keynote speech for today, before I will then officiate the conference, Now, first and foremost, once again, I would like to express my warmest congratulations to the Malaysian Technical University Network, MTUN, for the successful organization of the 13th Malaysian Technical Universities Conference on Engineering Technology, or what is called MUCET. So let's give a big hand to everyone. Notably, this conference marks the first collaboration with Elsevier for the MUCET event. Now, this collaboration is highly commendable, and I hope it continues for future events. Like any other research conferences, this unique event, which I consider a two-in-one conference, serves as a platform for academics to showcase discoveries the latest achievements and forward-thinking innovations in various fields, especially in science, technology, engineering, as well as other relevant industries. As highly pointed out by Professor Ruzairi, research is very important, but again, it is a taxpayer's money. Therefore, it is also our belief at the Ministry of Higher Education, our aspiration to make full use of whatever research funding that are given to many universities as well as researchers, especially in ensuring that research is for the benefit of the society or the nation. So impactful research is pretty much needed in our country at the moment, helping the country to come up with specific problem solving, solution focus, and so forth. So that would be the primary aspiration of Ministry of Higher Education. Now, I am particularly intrigued by the theme chosen for MUCET 2023, leading towards sustainable technology and transportation. It raises a critical question: to what extent is the MTUN, with its primary focus on technical fields, prepared to lead or play a pivotal role in developing technology to ensure environmental sustainability and efficient transportation? Now, returning to this theme, when discussing sustainable technology, it involves developing, using, and maintaining technology that minimizes negative environmental impacts. It also conserves natural resources to ensure environmental sustainability for future generations. Now, in order for us to support sustainable technology, especially in the field of transportation sector, for example, the country has launched the National Transport Policy 2019 to 2023 to guide and shape transportation in Malaysia in the long term. So I highlighted this because this is also very much in line with the NIMP 2030. So that is one of the areas that needs to be given due emphasis. One of the goals and initiative of this policy is to increase the use of green technology, encouraging the adoption of environmentally friendly vehicles such as electric and hybrid vehicles to reduce air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. So I believe all the MTUN universities do have this expertise in this area, and in fact for UMPSA, they have just meresmikan these EV vehicles, so that is also one of the priority that is given at the moment, for our country. Now, to mitigate the negative environmental impact of the transportation, research and innovation in technology must continue. For instance, research on alternative fuels, the use of solar energy, among other impactful innovations, is essential. So therefore, I believe that the MTUN networks must produce highly skilled TVET graduates equipped with future-proof skills and competencies, which is relevant today and will remain vital in the future. MTUN, ladies and gentlemen, plays a vital role as an active learning driver, functioning as a teaching factory, enabling MTUN graduates to be industry ready. The focus should be on the graduates and empowering the teaching staff through upskilling and reskilling programs is very much pertinent. Ladies and gentlemen, in ensuring the strategic excellence of higher education in Malaysia, the Ministry of Higher Education has designed the Malaysian Education Blueprint 2015 to 2025 for higher education as a comprehensive and forward-thinking strategies for the advancement of higher education in the country. Let me just reiterate that although we already have this Malaysia Education Blueprint 2015 to 2025, recently we have created National Reviews Committee to look at this plan, yeah, so that we can be more relevant, and therefore we are in the midst of collecting feedbacks from the many parties and also stakeholders in order for us to improve the education blueprint, and also how can we enhance our services, especially at the Ministry of Higher Learning, Ministry of Higher Education, yeah, in order for us to reduce some of the bureaucracy. How can we push for better innovations, and how can we push for better collaboration with many industries, yeah, that is relevant to the Ministry of Higher Education and also to the university as a whole, yeah. Now, although this Malaysia Education Blueprint actually serves as a roadmap, outlining the key objectives and initiatives to elevate Malaysian universities' quality, relevance, and global competitiveness, we still need the universities, yeah, despite of MTUN, but also all other universities to come forward and just make sure that you become relevant and more relevant to the nation building and also to the society. Now, the blueprint encompasses various strategic initiatives that focus on academic excellence, globalization, and internationalization. We have to be industry relevant, innovation and technology integration. We have to ensure quality assurance and accreditation to be met. We have to ensure that community engagement and social impact is visible, is imperative, and don't forget about inclusivity as well as access to higher learning institution and continuous improvement as well as adaptability. So we have to be very dynamic and we have to be very agile, yeah? So I do hope that all universities, especially MTUN, yeah, to come up with to become more agile in order for us to help the country propel. As we are currently in the third phase of this Malaysian Blueprint, 2021 to 2025, we focus on moving towards excellence while enhancing operational flexibility. During this phase, we hope that our efforts are directed towards optimizing the quality of education, fostering innovation, and promoting research and development within higher education ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, the government has allocated significant funds for research and development initiatives, empowering researchers and academics to engage in innovative projects. Now, these financial resources have led to advancements in various fields, enhancing Malaysia's global standing. And for everyone's information, since 2016 to 2022, the government has spent close to ringgit Malaysia 1.8 billion was disseminated, yeah, to do research. But where are our research? Yeah? So these are the things that we want to make it more visible. So this is also the aspiration of the minister, to ensure that whatever research that we do in the university, it has to be visibly known, made known to the general public, because some of the research products that is produced by many of our universities, including MTUN universities, are indeed at an high spec, yeah, and also relevant to the international context as well as the national context. It is now the time for us to make use our national product, yeah, national research product, yeah, by the many ministries in our countries, especially the industries, help us to support us in terms of making use whatever research products that we have produced in our universities. Yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, in 2023 budget, Ministry of Higher Education and the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation mostly allocated close to RM 364 million for R&D projects, showcasing the government's commitment to scientific research and technological development. Now, in 2024 budget, with the theme Reformasi Ekonomi, Memperkasa Rakyat, MOHE, Ministry of Higher Education, have received a total of 3 billion, marking a 6.8% increase from the previous year. Now this funding making MOHE the 5th highest funded ministry, which includes an R&D fund of over to MOHE and MOSTI and specific research funds under MOHE. So we are still looking at the fund. How can we allocate according to the different areas of research as well as different schemes of research that are already existed in our Ministry of Higher Education. Now the research funds pretty much aims to support more diverse research initiatives, fostering collaboration between academia and industry to drive innovation, address critical challenges, as well as promote sustainable development in Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, for everyone's information, at the moment, Ministry of Higher Education is also looking at all the relevant and existing research that are available, and we are trying to consolidate all the research initiatives. Yeah? That is where we have already come up with the National Research Centre. For example, we do have UTHM to focus on the National Energy Centre. And soon we are expecting to have this robotic center or institute, and more to come with University Putra Malaysia. Will be focusing on food security and many more. We are looking at some of the MTUNs to also lead in terms of manufacturing, in terms of construction. There are many clusters in a way, which is we do want the universities to champion on a certain sectors, yeah, important sectors, relevant to the nation at the moment, and at the same time, other universities that also have the same initiative and strength in doing such research in particular sectors to become the satellite, so that we can all work together, provide more innovative ideas, minimizing redundancies, yeah, or overlappings, and make full use of whatever funds that have been allocated to us, so that we become more and more visible in terms of producing our research outputs as well as outcomes. Yeah. Now, the collaboration between higher education institutions and industries is very crucial for enhancing education quality, fostering innovation, driving economic growth, and contributing to societal development. Now, as part of this initiative, establishing the Consortium Penyelidikan University Industry, University Industry Research Consortium, has also been introduced for the first time in the country. Now, this consortium is a platform where academic researchers collaborate closely with industry professionals to address specific challenges, conduct innovative research, and develop practical solutions to ensure that academic research aligns with real-world industries' needs and facilitates the application of research findings in particular industrial contexts. Ladies and gentlemen, I do invite two of my directors. One is Datuk Shahril. Maybe Datuk Shahril can stand. He is the Director of Bahagian Hubungan Industry. So he is responsible in ensuring that there is more and more engagement between universities as well as the industries. And I also bring the pengarah of the Director of Research, Professor Dr. Shahirun. He is in charge of looking at the various research that is the relevant and also to create more innovation, ecosystem, in the country, with regards to research. And of course, Dr. Shahirun will be also led by Professor Dr. Nurzaini, the Deputy Director General, which look into research as well as academic programs. So this is the person that should be looking into the area. So thank you very much. Yeah. So I know it's kind of like spontaneous, but I felt that it is very good to introduce so that more and more people will know, especially the two pengaras, so that after this, networking will be more secured. Yeah. Notably, ladies and gentlemen, 5 universities, namely University Kebangsaan Malaysia, University Sains Malaysia, University Malaysia Pahang Al Sultan Abdullah, University Malaysia Sabah, UMS, and University Malaysia Sarawak, UNIMAS, are participating in this collaboration with YTL Cement. So these are also one of the so-called collaboration that we already embarked, yeah, in order to ensure that the students and more of our students at the university be exposed to work-based learning and also experiential learning. I think it's also the same thing for MTUNs. They are already in the midst of finalizing their roadmaps, yeah, pretty much looking at how MTUN will help us to enhance, yeah, the culture of TVET, high TVET in Malaysia, because this is also one of the primary aspiration of the minister to see that TVET is being taken by many of our future generation. This is very much important in order for us to cater for the technological based demand that are available out there currently. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in line with the theme of the symposium, Excellence in Research and Teaching Positive Impact on Society, access to current and quality information can further enrich teaching and learning in higher education institutions, so we can help to enhance research efforts and produce knowledgeable, skilled, and competitive graduates who contribute positively to society and the nation. So we cannot skip, yeah, or we cannot divide between research and teaching, because through research we can then provide a more relevant and up-to-date teaching materials to our graduates and also our students. Yeah? Now, Ministry of Higher Education is also committed to enhancing the quality of education and elevating the educational standard across all universities. Now, this commitment is particularly emphasized within the Malaysian Technical University Network, MTUN universities, where excellence in teaching, methodologies, curricula, and learning outcomes is to be promoted. Empowering TVET, especially high TVET, is another strategy, once again, whereby we know that TVET programs plays a crucial role in aligning students' skills with the job market demands. Hence, the scope of TVET needs to be based on recognized job standards, emphasizing practical components, enhancing psychomotor skills, and exposure to industrial training is very, very much vital. By equipping our students with technical expertise, Malaysia can then invest in a skilled workforce that drives economic growth further. To achieve this goal, MTUN is encouraged to expand TVET programs strategically, among others aiming to attract and increase enrollment of students in the TVET areas. This initiative is set to be implemented more and more in the RMK 13. It is very much essential to align university programs with the job market needs, ensuring graduates possesses relevant skills and knowledge for employment remains a continuous challenge for higher education institutions. On the other hand, empowering the competence of educators is also very much needed through upskilling, retooling, and reskilling programs. Is really a must to keep it balanced and going smoothly. So in other words, both we want to produce good quality students, but we also need to have good and quality educators, professors, lecturers, to then support the knowledge and increase the competencies of our graduates. That is the aims of the Ministry of Higher Education as well. This effort is vital to meet the 85% graduate employability rate target by 2025 as outlined in the strategic plan for graduate employability 2021 to 2025. The plan focuses on talent, excellence, expanding students' career opportunities, strengthening teaching and learning methods, and empowering industrial relationships. Now, we are now not only looking at the percentage of graduate employability, we are now will be focusing on how can we increase the premium salary for our graduates. Yeah, so it is very much important to have more and more universities, including MTUN, to be focusing on work-based learning, internship, a thorough internship, and at the same time allowing our students to capture both theoretical in the classroom as well as the practical learning, understanding the real world situation. In that way, they will be able to become our full-force workforce, which is capable and competent in whatever they are venturing into. Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia's higher education is currently undergoing a digital transformation. So this initiative involves integrating cutting-edge technology into education, introducing online learning platforms, and improving virtual classrooms to ensure that education is accessible, interactive, and high quality for all learners. So I do hope that from this conference, we'll be able to find more and more creative and innovative way in terms of teaching and learning on how can we embark and enhance further in terms of ensuring our education is at the top, based on the international standards. Considering this, Ministry of Higher Education proposes creating a white paper entitled A New Horizon for Science, Technology and Innovation, a strategy for Malaysia. For your information, this paper aims to thoroughly assess the impact of current and future technological disruptions on teaching, learning, and institutional governance within the Ministry of Higher Education. This is being led at the moment by a very high-profile task force, helping the ministry, especially our minister, to then charter how can we improve in terms of the science, technology, as well as innovation. The digital initiative will refine the impact analysis, aiding the ministry in planning ways to advance knowledge, foster innovation, reduce administrative burdens, save costs, enhance learning experience, address transparency, thank you, Datuk Sri, issues, and also explore new potential opportunities. Therefore, once again, MTUNs are universities where technological exploration is capable of advancing industries. It consistently explores knowledge with wisdom and a spirit of collaboration, producing highly competent graduates with strong values and a sense of identity in science and technology, contributing expertise and energy to the industrial community. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about access to knowledge, we must view technology as an opportunity, not a threat. We also recognize that many skills and technical innovation programs are driven by industry. Commercial publishers, for instance, play a pivotal role in providing researchers with access to vast repository of scholarly resources, including journals, articles, and research. The Ministry of Higher Education sees that this access enables scholars to stay abreast of the latest field development, fostering a culture of continuous learning and innovation. Elsevier, especially thank you, Mr. Omar Malik, as one of the leading publishers, particularly as an electronic resources provider, is seen to have played a very significant role. Thank you very much for your support. As we give a big hand to Mr. Omar Malik, Regional Director of Elsevier. I think you have supported much of our MTUN's university, and I do hope that commitment and also collaboration can be expanded to all other universities in the whole Malaysia. Yeah? So we can also do it by zoning and by region, yeah, hopefully. Now, in terms of enhancing visibility, commercial publishers offer platform for researchers to disseminate their work through peer-reviewed journals by publishing in reputable journals. Researchers enhance the visibility and credibility of their research findings. Furthermore, these publishers actively promote researchers' work, amplifying the impact and reach of their contributions. So there are also journals who are free of charge, but have a very high impact, yeah? And also there's also journals who you can publish with a minimal cost, but thus reach out to a more people out there, yeah? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Ministry of Higher Education will support the establishment of innovative ecosystem in specific strategies areas vital for the nation's economic advancement. These ecosystems will promote research, development, and commercialization models driven by universities, definitely, and market demand, leading to substantial enhancements across various research indicators. And to attain these objectives, MOHE will elevate specific research areas of utmost importance to Malaysia's development. This will involve stimulating participation from the private sectors and industries, and once again, fostering a conducive environment for idea commercialization. So what is happening at the moment in many of the universities, we do provide and come up with various significant products, but it stops there. So we want it to be on a higher level where commercialization takes place. So when it comes to commercialization, definitely we need the support from the industry players. A key initiative will be centered on promoting scalability and expansion, taking on a catalytic role in attracting investment and incentivizing higher education institutions to establish supportive frameworks for the commercialization of ideas. In sum, the concerted efforts of the Ministry of Higher Education, digitalization initiatives, substantial government funding, impactful research outcomes, and commercial publishers' support are propelling Malaysia's higher education sector towards unparalleled excellence. Through collaborative endeavors and a shared commitment to knowledge, innovation, and societal progress, we are shaping a future where education and research drive positive transformation and prosperity for all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done with my keynote speech. I'm sorry you will have to sit there and listen to the keynote speech, but I do hope that everyone be able to make sense what I have already shared with each and every one of you, and my aspiration as the DG of Ministry of Higher Education. We want to have a more positive and impactful collaboration with the industry players, including also with the Elsevier, because we felt that it is the time for us to make ourselves more visible, and also it is our time to make sure that people know, people out there, the other ministries knows what would be the contribution of the Ministry of Higher Education. And we at the Ministry of Higher Education, including me, are working very hard to make this happen. So if you notice that for the past 3 months, we've been like making ourselves visible with all kinds of MOUs signed, and also with all the initiatives that we have come up with, but of course with the support and the commitment from all our universities, including the public universities and private universities here in Malaysia. Yeah? So thank you for that. Now I will go into the officiating ceremony. Yeah? So I've asked to combine together so that I don't have to be up and down all the time. So it's easier for everyone, especially for the secretariat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, once again, I express my heartfelt gratitude for being able to meet and collaborate with scientists, researchers, academics, and industry players to celebrate another significant achievement and effort in the national higher education sector. On behalf of the Ministry of Higher Education, I greatly appreciate all papers presenters. I was made to understand there were like about 103 paper presenters dedicating their time and energy to sharing knowledge, expertise, experiences, perspective in this conference. I do hope each and everyone do try to get the best practices, and it is good to share, so that everyone gets the best information, knowledge in order for us to propel further. I also welcome the presence of industry representatives who plays a crucial role in providing valuable inputs and opportunities for new research findings and innovative developments that can be applied in the commercial sector. I believe that collaboration among the public sector, industry and academia is the key to our success in achieving our goals. Thank you to all the co-organizers, to all the sponsors. Your commitment, your contribution is highly appreciated, and we do hope that such efforts will continue. Thank you once again to support Ministry of Higher Education from our sincere hearts on behalf of the Ministry of Higher Education. I would also like to extend my highest congratulations and gratitude to the 13 MUCET organizing committee. Let's give them a big hand. The second Elsevier MTUN Symposium 2023 committee. Once again, to the sponsors, everyone involved directly or indirectly in making this conference a successful event. And thank you to the Vice Chancellor of UTHM, Prof. Ruzairi, and of course to all the other. We are very fortunate. We have all the 4 MTUNs, Vice Chancellors are here. Probably we can give a big hand to them. We have Prof. Masila, Datuk Zaliman, Datuk Masila, and also Datuk Yusuri here. And of course, Prof. Ruzairi. And I think they are very committed, and they are also in the midst of trying to ensure that MTUNs plays a relevant driving force, in order to make sure that contribution to the Ministry of Higher Education is can be advanced further. Now, once again, on behalf of the Ministry of Higher Education, I wish all of you the best in your future endeavors. Hopefully, you'll get the best and fruitful conference. Last but not least, thank you for all the support, and thank you to be listening to me as well. With that note, I hereby officiate the Malaysia Technical University Conference on Engineering and Technology MUCET 2023 in conjunction with 2nd Elsevier MTUN Symposium 2023. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much to Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. for officiating the MUCET, and once again we would like you to stand on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite all the Vice Chancellors and to be on stage. All the distinguished guests in front, in the front seats, please come on stage. We have come to this symbolic. We are going to witness Prof. Yang Berbahagia Prof. Dr. Azlinda Azman placing the palm on the scanner, symbolizing the initiations of the conference, witnessed by all the distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to watch a montage on the launching of the book Buku Dasar Kerjasama dan Amalan Terbaik Penyelidikan dan Inovasi MTUN. This is in conjunction with the launching of the book. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite Yang Berbahagia Profesor IR Dr. Rizal Afandi Cik Ismail, Deputy Vice Chancellor R&R from UNIMAP. He's also the Chairman of Deputy Vice Chancellor R&R Committee to come on stage. There will also books to be distributed on to all the distinguished guests on the stage. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Rizal Afandi Cik Ismail. Thank you very much. Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Azlinda binti Azman, Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Dr. Nurzaini binti Azman, and Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Ruzairi Abdul Rahim, we would like you to stay on stage while the rest of the distinguished guests can come back to the seats, because you are going to have Best Paper Presentation Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, in this conference, there are 8 papers selected as best papers. And once again, I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Azlinda, accompanied by Professor Dr. Ruzairi Abdul Rahim, and witnessed by Professor Datuk Dr. Nurzaini Azman, to present the awards to the winners. Now let me call the paper ID. Paper ID number 59 with the title Entrepreneurial Intention Challenge in Tibet Education from UTHM under the track ESTM. Next, paper ID number 63, Establishment of Dynamic Properties for Malaysian Peat Soil using Multi-Channel Analysis from UTHM under CV track. Next, paper ID number 26, an ultra-wideband antenna with triple band notch characteristics for wearable application from UTHM. Next, paper number 47, polysulfan mixed metric membrane incorporating titanium dioxide polyethylene glycol for the removal of copper. This is a mouthful from UNIMAP. Next, paper number 130, non-destructive method for moisture content sensing inside a rice storage from UNIMAP. All the representatives? Yes. Next, paper ID number 36, effect of machine parameters on carbide cutting tool when machining AISI H13 using CNC turning from UTHM. Congratulations to all the winners. We have another two. Paper number 46, influence of temperature and blending ratio on product yield for co-gasification of torrefied palm kernel shell and low density polyethylene from UNIMAP. Congratulations, UNIMAP. Or the representative from UNIMAP? Yes. And the last one, please hold your numbers. No, I'm kidding. All right, paper ID 143, revealing the path to a green economy, insights and recommendations for sustainable development in Malaysia from UMPSA. Congratulations to all the winners. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this event marked the completion of MUCET hosted and organized by University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. Once again, now I'd like to invite Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ruzairi Abdul Rahim to hand over as a symbol of the next MOHE conference to Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Azlinda. Hand over to UNIMAP. Yes. So the next MUCET conference will be organized by UNIMAP. Congratulations, UNIMAP. Prof. Nafarizal said we're going to eat ikan bakar. And harum manis. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ruzairi Abdul Rahim to give a token of appreciation to our officiator, Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Azlinda Azman. Thank you for being here to officiate MUCET and the symposium. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much. But we are having a photo group session. I'm sorry, Yang Berbahagia Prof, that you have to stay on stage for the group photo sessions. So our photographer will organize. Everybody's come on stage. So we will invite our distinguished cameraman to come on stage to take photos. Thank you very much to the cameraman and also to Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Azlinda binti Azman, Director General, Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Ruzairi binti Azman, all the Vice Chancellors of MTUN. Thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, tea is served outside and it's a free flow. And please don't forget to visit the booth. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you.